Are you running a team based on legacy metrics? Are you focused on and accountable for running a portfolio, but using dated or antiquated numbers to drive strategic value? I'm going to provide some insights today to help you out. Hi, I'm Peter Nickel, Data Science CIO. One of the biggest challenges we experience as we're trying to optimize our portfolio is understanding what leaders care about. I can offer some insights. What leaders do not care about is the cost, the time, or the effort it takes to run an initiative. The challenge is those metrics no longer provide the benefits. That costs and schedule and scope don't really provide strategic directions of what's important. And we're seeing a shift. Leaders don't want those metrics anymore. What they want is they want more insightful metrics. They want metrics focused around maximization of strategic intent, or where the culture is going, how to understand and measure transformation, or better evaluate a risk mix. And as we start to see this, we see this also as companies pick up the triple bottom line, the people, purpose, and planet perspective of how to operationalize and run their business. We see this with a lot of emergence of B corporations. Ben & Jerry's is probably one of the most prominent, but you see this with Cascade Engineering, and you even see this with Patagonia Works. They're focusing on something broader than just bottom line intent. They're no longer focusing on the time it takes to complete a project or what that cost is. And you're seeing a shift in value. What that means is, as portfolio executives, we too need a shift in what we're measuring. So stop measuring the number of projects you have or how many have been completed this quarter, because really no one cares. You need to start measuring what's important. Start measuring the strategic impact. Measure how the culture is evolving as a result of your transformation, and start to understand and measure where the partnerships are really adding and accelerating what you're able to do. So what are the windows of opportunity that you have left untapped? How are your initiatives tied to strategic and more specific tactical goals that can drive true operational gains? This is where you're going to start to see the maximization of value. So what metrics are working? We know the metrics that don't work. I'll offer 3 quick metrics. First is the percentage of projects that are in the run phase, meaning they're just keep the lights on, operational. Gives you some insights into what's not moving your business forward. The second is the percentage of projects, products, or interactions that are extra large, whatever that means for your business. Maybe that's over 100 million. Maybe that's over 1 million if you're a smaller organization. Maybe it's over 50,000, depending on where you are in your organizational maturity. But focusing on percentage of extra large projects helps you to understand how strategically aligned you are to the future and how you're anticipating some of that operational and organizational change. And lastly, what's the percentage of new intake? And what this means is the percentage of requests you're getting over what you've received in the last, say, quarter. Gives you a good understanding of how much growth and capacity needs you're going to have to ramp up to meet that organizational demand. Hopefully you have some perspectives and some additional insights on how to measure your portfolio effectively. I'll also throw in some additional metrics in the article I'll post below. If you have any additional questions, feel free to check out Data Science CIO. Hi, I'm Peter Nickel, Data Science CIO. Have a great day.